Test. Can you guys hear me? All right. Sorry, you guys. I had to drop. Okay. So I had to drop because you couldn't hear me. Thank y'all for joining. I'm going to wait a few more moments. Let everybody join in. Get our music ready. Come on in. How was y'all day? Thank y'all for joining. Come on in. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, I didn't know what was going on with my volume. Come on in. Listen, for the ones that was on last night, y'all had homework. I don't know if y'all did it, but we're going to talk about it today. Come on in. You guys like, share, invite others, okay? Let's get it popping. As you know, this is the platform for self-love. This is where we talk about the healing and being a better version of ourselves. Learning and talking about things that don't no longer serve us, how to separate ourselves from our old selves, because we're in the new season of the best version of ourselves. Come on in, guys. Thank y'all for joining. I ask that you like, share, and follow. So listen, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, I had to drop because I couldn't get any volume. So I'm back. But today we want to talk about time, and I want to thank everybody once again. So like, share, follow, invite others. So time. What is it? What is it? What is time to you? So time, I look at time as, you know, as I've grown and became a better version of myself, I've realized that time is just an illusion. Time was something that we put on something to make us feel better. It kind of reminded me of back in the Bible time when the people, they wanted a king. They were just a free people to do whatever they wanted. What the law was just, you know, them and God. But they felt they needed a king. It made them feel better. It made them feel that they needed a leader. So the leader could tell them what to do when they were all free at the, on their own. Same thing with time. How I look at time. We need time. Therefore, it makes us feel better. It structures things for us. But we don't want to look at God's timing, which is divine timing, because that's the time. But we want to put it on our time. So when time comes, when we want to do what we want to do, right? Or we want the things that we want, or they tell us to have a little bit of faith, the size of a mustard seed. When they tell us to do the different things that we need to do, push, pray until something happen, do all these different things, and then it don't happen, and then we get frustrated because of time. Timing is everything. I need this done by this time. Timing is everything. And when that time comes that you done created in your head, or whatever law or whatever was made up, that time needs to happen right now, whatever that situation is, it needs to be happening right now. Then it's like, oh, I don't believe in God. I don't believe in this, because time. It didn't happen in your timing. But what if I tell you that your timing means nothing to God? Now, you can't say you don't believe in God when you just prayed to him for something to happen, but you was expecting it to happen the way that you wanted it to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not ever going to happen that way. It's never going to happen the way that you want it to happen. You can sit around here all day and come up in your head of how you want it. How many times have y'all planned y'all day or planned an event? And I bet 9 times out of 10, nothing went the way that you planned it in your head. Nothing. Nothing at all. You just continue to become frustrated because it didn't go the way that you wanted it to go. But if you would have looked at the situation and took control off of it, took your hands off of it and stopped trying to control everything, then it would have just flowed. Like, okay, it was a hiccup there. You thought that, hey, everybody's supposed to stand in a straight line, but they ended up making 2 lines. And then you found out that was okay. It actually worked better that way because the way you had it planned was one way. You looked at things in a box. You didn't look outside the box. You looked at everything in a box. Straightforward. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. You didn't think twice about the backup plan. What if this happened or that happened? Because you already had it planned. And that's what happens when we go to God. We go to God with it already planned on how we want it to be done. But then when it don't get done, now we're asking him for something and it don't get done in our timing, we become frustrated. I can't ask you for something and then control how you give it to me. And then they say, well, you have to be specific. You have to be very specific. I got to make sure I say it right because you know us. We'll say Pacific. Put the P before the S. But specific. We have to be we have to go. That's what they say. Go to him and say exactly what you want. Well, you can do that. You could tell him you want it right now today. And then when you don't get it and you go back to your homegirl, your homeboy, or your pastor, whoever, and say, I was specific and I told him exactly what it was that I wanted and what time, what day, and it didn't happen. So you must not be a good prophet or, God must not be real. Well, that's not the case. It's just the fact that God knows you better than you know yourself. So therefore, he knows what you need in that time. And right now, you're going to get it. He gives you the desires of your hearts as long as you stay. What's going on, Michelle? As long as you stay in alignment. As long as you stay in alignment. If you decide to step out of alignment, then he's not going to give you the desires of your heart because you already showed him that one thing, you get what you want, you're going to kick him to the curb. So now you ask him for these things, but he didn't give it to you in your timing. But did you ever but the situation ended up working out for you? It's like you ask him for something, you need this, that, and the other, but you need your rent paid, but all of a sudden, you're not kicked out on the street, though. You're not evicted. Just so happened, the way you thought it was going to come, I don't know. We all think, I know I do. I think like, hey, God can make anything happen. I can sit right here and it just drops in my lap. And I'm not going to question it because I know where it come from. That's how much faith I have in him. That's how I look at him. Like he can do the impossible. Impossible. He can do that. He can just drop it in my lap. I know he can, right? But then if I'm expecting it to come that way, and then I got a friend that's calling my phone, you know how your little guy friend they call and ring, and you don't want to be bothered. You're like, I don't want to be bothered with you because I got bigger fish to fry. Like I'm frustrated. I'm over here trying to do this, that, and the other, but the phone keep ringing and he keep on texting, but I don't want to answer because I don't have time for him. I don't have time for her. Whichever one y'all want to go, put you where it fits. Thank you for the follow. I don't have time for that. I got bigger fish to fry. I'm trying to figure out, God, I'm about to get, I need my rent. I need this and I need that. Where you at? And the whole time he's trying to use the person that's calling your phone to bless you. But you're so stuck in the timing and how it's supposed to happen. Instead of you looking at, I asked God for something. Let him cook. Let me get out of God's way and allow him to do his job, which is answer my prayer in his timing, the way he's going to do it. You can't go to your mom or kids. Y'all can't go to your mama and say what you want. You can't go to your husband, your wife, and say, I want this for my birthday, and I want you to do it this way. And you dictate how when they're going to wake up in the morning, what they're going to do on your birthday. Now, this may sound silly, but I know she's almost 50 years old. I know a girl that way. It is planned out to the T on when people wake up, the first thing when she grab her phone, it better be everybody telling her happy birthday. Oh, she all kinds of click 3 sheets in the wind out there. Because you're not that important to me. This is something that you want. But now she's frustrated because now we done fast forward. She done got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, get her day started. There's no happy birthday text. She gets on social media, ain't nobody up yet. There's no happy birthday text. And like I said, this woman is almost 50 years old. And then she gets to work 9 o'clock. This is when most people starting to, some people got to be to work at 7:30, 8 o'clock. Whatever the case, they done finally got a break that they can get them some coffee and realize, ding dong, they log on to social media and the first thing it says is such and such birthday. And they're like, now it's starting to roll in, but she's already frustrated. She's frustrated and irritated because it didn't go the way it planned. She had it planned on when she get up out the bed, she's going to get all these texts, which is silly to me. This is real silly for me to even tell this story. It's going to be this way and that way. Everybody's going to be calling her. People are going to bring her gifts. She's just going to be smiling through the day. It's going to be a great day. The boss is going to say, hey, happy birthday. Make everybody sing happy birthday. Now, like I said, she's almost 50. This is real silly for me to have this conversation with y'all and tell y'all this story. But it doesn't go that way, so she gets upset and she gets frustrated. Because it's the way she wants it in her timing. But it's not going to happen that way. And that's called releasing control. When you stop trying to control the outcome of everything and allow and let be. So wives, if you tell your husband, my engine light on, and that's all you expect to do. You told your husband your engine light on. You expect him to take care of it. You're not going to follow him around the house. I don't know. Some of y'all might have to. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to talk about, the order that it should be, right? So you're going to tell him that my engine light is on. And then you're going to go on about your business because you're trusting him. If you didn't see him put on his shoes and run out the house and take you're trusting that in his timing it's going to get done. He knows what I got to do. He knows that, okay, I got to get to work. We're going to be down to one vehicle. He understands what's important to me. So in his timing, I know he's going to take care of it. Thank y'all for joining. Thank you for liking. I ask that you share and ask others to follow. Invite others and you guys follow. But you trust that and that's become what it is. And you're okay with that. And that's the same thing we got to do with God in his timing, trusting his timing. For me, it's hard. I'm telling you from experience, I trust him. But sometimes I just be wanting to say, oh, can we hurry up? Because I want to see it now. But then when he finally do give it to me, I realize in that moment when he finally gives me what it is that I asked for, I learn to appreciate it better. I'm not so obsessive over it. I'm not so anxious over it. So I'm not sitting around that if he would have gave it to me when I wanted it, I'd have been so excited that I'd have missed the purpose and the point. And the point of the purpose is that I have to handle this with care. Because this has so much more to do with other people than just myself. What he gives you, and when God bless you with the things that even the things that you desire and you want, and anything that he gives you, he wants it to multiply. But if he gave you everything that you wanted in that moment of excitement, you want it right now, I need it right now. And he gave it to you right now in that moment, you're going to act and react, and you're going to handle it off of your emotions. So, meaning that right now, Lisa Heard, I'm going to use you because I just see your name right there. Right now, God dropped $5 million in your lap right now. You feel like something happened. You want some money. You just feel like you're about to win. You feel it. You feel it in your bones. And then, boom, he drops $5 million in your lap. You asked him for it, and boom, right away. As soon as you asked, he gave it to you. Oh, you about to get excited. Maybe not you, but most people, they get excited. And they think about all the things that they can do with that. They think about, okay, I can help my mom. I can help my cousins. I can help this. I can buy this, and I can buy that. But at the same time, you did not take the time to sit and be level-headed, calm, that you can plan so he can show you how to multiply it. Not only that you can help them, but you can also continue to help the generation that's behind you, that you're in charge of. Everything that he gives you is for our generations. It's for our generations and our generations to come. Well, that's not what this platform is about, so I'm not about to entertain that right there. But what I'm trying to explain is that for generations to come, hold on, let me get that. Hold on, you guys. So for generations to come, that is what that $5 million could have done. It could have multiplied and multiplied and multiplied and kept going and going and going. Could have did that. But because you were of excitement and acting off emotions, you kind of blew that chance. So that's why his timing is better than our timing. So in the moments of you just in your waiting season, right? That's the hardest season to be in. When you know you've been obedient, you fasted, you did the things that you needed to do. You know, you fought the good fight. You let people go that you didn't want to let go, but you knew it was best for your higher good. You let them go, and you're still waiting. And you're still waiting. And you cry. And you ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why? Why am I doing this? What is this going to bring me other than I'm more frustrated than I was before? Before I asked for the things that I wanted and decided to pick up the cross and, follow God and do all these things, I was such more at peace. That's what a lot of people think. And it's not so much that you were at peace, it was you were in your comfort zone. You can navigate that part of your life better because you grew up that way your entire life. It's just when you change and come into the unknown. And this is the unknown of being the better version of yourself, right? You're learning things about yourself. You're learning that, the things that you thought were normal all these years and you normalized that it wasn't right. You finally realize that abuse is real. It's not just physical. You learn these things when you go through the self-healing journey. And a lot of people quit because it gets a little tough. It makes you acknowledge things about yourself that you didn't even know was a thing. Truth hurts. The truth hurts more when you're being truthful with yourself. Not other people calling you out. It's when you got to really be truthful with yourself. And you really got to walk that fine line by yourself. Of, okay, look yourself in the mirror. Because you know the truth about you. And you got to say, well, I did this to this person. I was being nasty. I was being nasty when I did that to that person. I mistreated that person because I was jealous. That word. Can you really speak that about yourself? Or I reacted this way because I was insecure. Yeah, this person looked better than me. In my mind, this is what I felt. That's why I did her that way. And it causes you, when you start calling out the truth about yourself. See, you don't have to be around people. You don't have to tell people. Everything is within. And that's what we talk about, going within. Everybody like, hey, you got to confess. You got to confess. Go within. Go within. And you speak that. And you speak that truth. But it's only when you start speaking that truth, right? And you're saying, yeah, I felt this person is prettier than me. I'm jealous of her. I'm jealous of how she gets all the boyfriends, all the attention. I'm jealous of that. Because you're being honest with yourself. It's when you identify what it is that you have now attached to the right emotions, right? So I don't like the fact that, she's able to get away with everything. She got the pretty girl syndrome. What is that attached to? Jealousy. Envious. And then you go within yourself, right? Now you ask yourself, why am I jealous? Why did I feel a type of way? Because I tell you what, if you are really a good-hearted person, whenever you feel envious, sometimes envious does not mean that you got to act out very nastily. You can sit back and say things like this, like, I am so happy for her. And then you say, but. I was so happy for her. I'm so happy for her. But when is it my turn? Does that make you a bad person for feeling that way? Now, I'm not saying you going out there to everybody else saying it. This is you being honest with yourself. No, it's not a bad thing. It's you being honest. Like, yes, I am happy that she got that. That is great because I seen a smile on her face. I seen how happy she is. But when am I going to get my happiness? When am I going to get my happily ever after? Now, the nastiness comes off of the emotions you're going to have. You give her nasty attitudes. That's when you're very envious. That's the nastiness that come with it. But for you acknowledging that, hey, I want my time. Then you go within and heal. Why did her having a happily ever after bother you so much? You answered that question. And then you heal that part of you. Why do you feel like you have to have a man to be complete or a woman to be complete? Answer that question. What happened to you in your childhood? What happened to you with your very first love? What happened? Say it. Say it with your chest. Be honest. Look, my blues started playing louder. I just got some stuff. I turned on the Apple Music and some stuff playing. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. What I'm trying to get you to understand is we're talking about self-healing, self-love. In that time and in that waiting season, what are you doing that waiting season? And how hard it is in the waiting season. You got the feeling that it's coming. You know it's coming. It is just burning in you. It's burning in you. You know it's happening, but you can't see it. And it's because you're in the waiting season. So let me tell you about my waiting season. It just dawned on me, I think yesterday. And the year is over with. So I put in some work on 2023 towards the end. Man, I was putting in some work. Thank you for the light. I was putting in some real work. And this year, because I feel it's coming, I'm like, this is going to be my year. It's happening. I done sown my seeds. I done did everything. I took care of it on water. It's about to blossom. You know, this is harvest season. Excuse me. And so the first step was I got ready, got my other house sold, moved into my new home, got everything straight, got everything that I wanted. Like, yes, but I still wasn't happy. The reason why I wasn't happy yet is because of the fact I was looking for what I was looking for. I was looking for it to come in another way. And so I'm just like, well, I'm grateful because I am. But I'm like, I thought I was supposed to be. Well, what's happening? Because I've been feeling like it was going to be something much, much bigger. Oh, but it is. It just dawned on me yesterday. In your waiting season, it's not just a waiting season. It's a resting season. It is a resting season because it's hard work when you're going through what you're going through, right? And then you praying and asking God. And he done told you, okay, I got your letter. I done made my decision because it says knock and the door shall open, ask and you shall receive. So I got the letter. The decision has been made. But in this time, which is his timing, this is when it's going to happen. Next season. You like next season? What does that even mean? And the reason why you're in that resting season is because when he get ready to bless you with the things that you already know is coming, you're not going to have time to sit around and figure it. No, this was the time that you were supposed to rest. This is the time that you rest and you start looking at, okay, I already have this. So you already have the funds. This is your time to sit on it and plug it in where you feel fit that it needs to go. Not just I get the money and I just go. No. He's giving you time to figure it out in your timing. So he let you do it in your timing. He gave you that time to do it and do it in your timing. But what do we choose to do? We still choose to sit on the edge of the chair. Listen, in your waiting season is just like how it is when you're getting ready to give birth, right? Or when you find out you're pregnant. When you find out that you're pregnant, thank you, God. I got chills right now. But when you find out you're pregnant, everybody tell you, hey, you better rest because when that baby come, you ain't going to get no rest. Hey, you better put your feet up because when that baby come, you ain't get no rest. Hey, you better chill out. You better, and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden you get in the nesting. And then you start nesting and it's like, okay, I need to do something. You know, you making sure the bag's packed. You all of a sudden on the floor cleaning. I know for me, I was on my hands and knees scrubbing my floors. Like I was that type of person. I still got on my hands and knees and scrubbed my floors. I don't know. I was just that way. So now I'm 9 months pregnant, going on 10 months. And I'm like, you know what, let me get down here and scrub this floor. And that's just like in the waiting season. Then you start nesting. In that nested season, that's the aha moment. See, that was my aha moment like yesterday, right? The aha moment of, wait a minute. I was supposed to be resting all this time. Now it's about to happen. I had all this time to sit and get this together, get that together, this, that, and the other. He's been giving me dreams and downloads over and over and over and over and over and over. He's been telling me what I need to do. I've been having the dreams of what step to take, what to look out for, and they have been coming to pass. But right now I'm in the nesting because this baby right here, I'm dilated. I'm not dilated enough to be in full labor, but I'm dilated that this thing is about to be birthed. Am I ready for it? Are you ready for it? So don't look at your waiting season as God just forgot about me. No. In your waiting season. And right now, December. Let's talk about December. The year about to end. And a lot of y'all have been asking God for things, just like myself. And it ain't happened yet. Some of y'all, the baby is in the birth canal. Some of y'all is sitting right there. It's right there. Mine's is right here. And right now, I feel like I'm feeling good because here's the thing. A lot of y'all, see what happens is this. When you get ready to give birth, you get all swollen. You start feeling a type of way. So we're going to compare that swollen in the waiting season to the doubt, the self-doubt. We start self-doubting. We start looking at, dang, this ain't what I'm supposed to have. You know, I'm supposed to be this. This ain't working. I need to do. You start self-sabotaging what it is that you want. We're going to compare that to the swelling, right? And we start looking at the negativity. We looking in the mirror and it's all negative. We don't see that glow is not there like it used to be, how we used to look at the glow like, yes, I feel it. Something good about to happen. You know, you get on the phone with your girlfriend now, everybody, oh, something good about to happen. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. You ready to do that testimony. You are already doing a testimony. Then you find yourself talking about some ingratitude of thank you, God. Thank you, God. You may even be crying on your knees like, God, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I know it's coming. And now what is it? December 10th. It ain't here yet. What does that mean? What that mean is it's all right. Pipe down. Let me check your cervix. This is the thing because you're getting closer and closer to labor. When you get closer and closer to labor, things start hurting. Your back start hurting. Some folks can't even walk no more. They that swollen. Some folks, they just get to the point, they just got to be bedridden because of the fact they can't move like they used to move. Now let's compare that to your waiting season. You ain't reading your Bible no more. You over it. You just over praying for the same thing over and over. Now you allow the enemy to tell you, knocking the door shall open. Asking you shall receive. Where's that? And then you tell yourself, this ain't for me. And then some people say, well, if God ain't gave it to me yet, that means it's just not for me. That's not the case at all. You're just in your waiting season. You're in labor and delivery. That's where you're sitting at. You contracted, meaning that you're irritated, you're getting frustrated. It's pain sometimes in the waiting season. But you're there. You're there. And it's at that moment, what you gonna do? It don't matter when God get ready to bless you with something. Let's talk about it with labor. When you're getting ready to give birth, let's talk about it. And that baby is coming out, right? It don't matter what you do. You could try closing your legs. You could try doing whatever. It doesn't matter. The baby is coming. I don't know which way you wanted it to go, but it doesn't matter. The baby is coming. Now, in the waiting season, you didn't prepare for the baby. In the waiting season, you was sitting there too busy complaining. You didn't go get the baby clothes. You didn't go get nothing. So the same way, in that waiting season, When you doubting God and everything because God said He gonna give it to you anyway, it don't matter what you do at this point. You can cry, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. That blessing is coming to you because it's attached to you. It's your abundance, it's your birthright. It's coming. The problem is, in the waiting season, you didn't do what you were supposed to do. Now, is what He blessed you with gonna be able to be multiplied? Now you running around crazy like, I ain't got no time, God. I'm tired, God. He done gave you everything that your heart desired. You wanted all this. You wanted all the business. You wanted your stuff to sell. You wanted productivity. You wanted everything. You wanted money for this, money for that, so your products can do this, your products can do that. You wanted all that. And He gave it to you. Now you're crying. I'm tired. I can't do it. I'm too tired. But see, that's what the waiting season is for. You keep on prepping. It's your nesting season. You know it's coming. You know when that baby come home from the hospital, it has to come to a clean home. It can't be full of any of the nastiness. Matter of fact, you don't even want people around the baby. Same thing with your blessing. When you get it, you're not going to have those same people, that money hungry people. You're not going to go tell everybody, hey, come see me, because you're not bringing them to the house. You're not, hey, me and the baby back home. You're not doing none of that. You're trying to get in there and do what you got to do because it's time for you to operate. You ain't got time now. That resting time is out of there. Now you have to, that baby crying, the time that you can't, you know, when they say rest while the baby's sleeping. Let me talk to the ones that was raising babies by themselves. Because it was me. You got to sleep when the baby's sleeping. Well, who going to clean the bottles? Who going to fix the milk for the next round? Who going to cook for the younger kids? I ain't got time. Like, literally, I had no time to sleep. So, same thing. Now your blessing came. You going to keep them same people attached to you? No. Them same people that told you, girl, if you need something, you need help, call me. No, I don't want your help at all. But now it's time to work. It's time to work. It's time for you to multiply everything that God gave you, that He done blessed you with. He done blessed you with all this, and you better make it happen. See, in that waiting season, you were supposed to be planning who was going to be part of your team. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. You were supposed to be figuring out who's going to be a part of your team. See, let me tell y'all something. In 2023, when He showed me what it is I need to do, I had already did my list of the people that's going to be on my team all the way down to my stylist. I already have my list. Because soon as He say, here, soon as they say, it's a girl or it's a boy, it's your blessing, I'm rocking and rolling. I was just talking to my son downstairs, and I gave him the timeline, and I told him what the deal was. I said, y'all gonna be ready? Hey, Netta. Y'all gonna be ready? My youngest, he stay ready. He stay ready for the challenge. My oldest is just like, yeah, when it happens, we gonna see. When he know whatever I say is gonna happen, it's gonna happen. He know whatever I touch is gonna turn to gold. He know that. You know, he knows. But my whole thing is, even if they not ready, that's a them problem, not a me problem. Not my problem at all. Because this is my blessing. They just get to attach to it because they my kids. So in this waiting season, don't stop self-doubting. And I'm telling you coming from a place, me, I did it. I self-doubted everything and I self-sabotage. I was going back and forth till it hit me. Wait a minute. I'm supposed to be resting. Because when I was tired, for no reason, I'm like, why am I so tired? For no reason, right? I'm like, why am I so tired? That was God letting me know to rest. But not me. I felt like, I'm being lazy. It's more I could be doing. I could be doing something else. I know it's some stuff I could be doing. I could be doing this. I could be doing. And the whole time is I've done everything that I was supposed to do. See, my end is done. My end is already set. Hey, Keisha, my end is already up and running. sometimes my other piece, the person that's supposed to maybe come along and make sure that, the plug, to make sure it all connect. Maybe the plug ain't got their life together. Maybe the plug is still running around trying to figure out, who they are. Maybe the plug is still out there partying in the streets, hanging out in the streets, doing everything but what they supposed to be doing, which is delivering me the other piece so I can be connected. That's why I say it's so important for you to stand in your purpose. Understand what your purpose is, because you not doing your part is hindering me from doing my part. How about, you too busy on the TikTok doing the next trend when I'm waiting on you to get on the live and do something, speak what God's been telling you to speak, because one day I'm supposed to scroll through and I'm going to get the aha moment. Not the I'm copying off you, the aha moment that's supposed to trigger me where I'm supposed to be. Or maybe we are supposed to collaborate together, and then therefore when we collaborate, guess what happens? Generational wealth is created because we have been destined to meet each other. But one of us have not got ourselves together and doing what we supposed to be doing, which is standing our purpose. How about that? That's how you have to look at everything. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the follows. I ask that y'all invite others. Let's get it over 10,000 likes so we can get to the FYP page, please. And thank you so much. So guess what? Now we're sitting around here trying to figure out, what am I supposed to be doing now? Well, ain't nothing you can do. A lot of the time, the only thing you can do is pray for whatever the connect's supposed to be. Or in the moment when things are getting hard, as we talk about, as you're trying to get through. Let me tell you something else that happens in the waiting season. And it also happens in the waiting season is the text. When you're unbothered, child, when you unbothered, this when the enemy will throw temper tantrums. They throw the temper tantrums. And what I mean by temper tantrums is the enemy is constantly, something has happened back to back, back to back. When they say, oh, when that happens, a big blessing coming. Was the enemy throwing a temper tantrum? When it's back to back, he throwing them temper tantrums because of the fact he know that you're this close. He got to do everything to disrupt you. He got to do everything to say no, to have you self-sabotage, to have you mess up a good thing. Yeah. So then some people, that's why I say this is not for everyone. Everyone, listen, when they talk about the spiritual awakening, everyone does not go through the awakening. A lot of them say and attach themselves to the spiritual calling. They say who they are. They create a title because they hear the different things and different people that sound good. It sounds like it. It sounds like me. So I'm going to put this title to me. Everybody's not called. So a lot of people that go through things and they going through is because they're going through. It's not for them. You're forcing something on you. So it's not fitting. It's kind of like the Cinderella shoe. So if the prince was going around town looking for who can fit the Cinderella shoe, and everybody kept putting their big knuckle toes all up in this shoe and it just didn't fit, it's not you. It's not for you. But when you find the right shoe to fit you, it all works out. So, meaning, stop trying to fit in a category. Oh, I'm this spiritualist, or I'm this title of whatever, and I'm this, that, and the third, but it's not for you. You're answering to the wrong calling, kind of like how I say you go to a healer and you need healing. But this person's spiritual gift is to interpret tongues. And you're mad because everything is not going right. You still walking around with these same issues. And you like this person, they said this is the best person. Yeah. If you need to interpret tongues. And you running around running to them talking about some I need healing, and they doing everything, praying over you, doing all these different things, but that's not their job. It's not their job. So with all that, find what's working for you, because sometimes the reason why things keep happening in your life and just flipping back, left and right, and it's not going right, is because it's not for you. It does not mean, don't take it wrong and say, well, my business, things ain't been going right in my business and this is happening. I listen to a lot of things. I listen to rap. I listen to a lot of things. I'm not one of those type of people that say I'm better than thou and I'm not listening to you. I learn from any and everybody. I don't care who you are. So here's the thing, what a lot of rappers had in common. I know Nicki Minaj said this, and I'm not even a big Nicki Minaj fan. I just happen to read a lot of stuff and I listen for a lot of things. And even with Glorilla, she said the same thing. In this moment, she was about to quit. She told her manager, she was like, man, I'm going to have to get a job. But how am I going to get a job? And all this time, I'm out in the city and people think I got it like that. But I'm going to have to get a job because ain't nothing popping off for me. Nicki Minaj said, I was just going to go back to work. I was going back to work and I'm like, listen, I got to make money. Yeah, it looked at promising because remember, everything starts off with a big bang, that rush, that adrenaline rush. That's what I was talking about earlier. In that moment of excitement and emotions, right? All of that happens in the beginning of whatever it is. Whatever it is that you set your heart to do, or you set your mind to do. See, this is the desires of your heart. And it starts off like so passionate. You go in there and you go strong, but then comes the slowdown. Now the slowdown comes from because you asked God, you said, God, this is what I want. And in the beginning, it's like it gave it to you and it's about to go off from there. And all of a sudden, a year later, it seemed like you're just sitting here. This is when your faith is tested. Is this what you really want? This is when he starts operating in his timing. Because now he got to move some people away. Because the stuff you was putting out in that moment, it may not have been that good. Let me be your conscience. You wasn't doing your best. So people were passing you up and weren't looking at you. Yeah, you rapped good, but pass you up because ain't nobody into that, hot girl stuff. Pass you up. So God had to go within, move some things around. Change some people's hearts. Remember I told you the people that's supposed to be the ones to help you, the connect, they out there doing everything else. See, they was around there chasing other artists. They were chasing other people t-shirt business, other people lip gloss businesses. They were chasing everything else. See, they was looking at the big names, the Kardashians, the people, that's already out there. They was looking at them, trying to rebrand them because they already know them to make them there. See, God had to go in to get them to, they too busy doing it. He had to get them and say, look, focus. I need to reel you in. I need you to focus. I need you to get in here. And I need you to understand this. You can't rebrand what's been branded. It's like teaching an old dog new tricks. These people are already up there. Let me multiply you. Here, boom, come here. There's the rapper. He brought on Nicki. He brought on Glow. He brought on all these people, you, whoever, your business, whatever. And was like, hey, this is what you need to invest in. They're ready. But I need you to stop chasing people. You keep chasing people when what you need is right here. So now you got what you need, right? You got what you need. Now the plug is there. But in that waiting season, you was doing self-sabotaging and doubting yourself. And the whole time, God was working. He just had to get the plug. He had to change some people's minds and bring y'all together. So in this waiting season, you guys, don't give up. Don't self-sabotage. Don't think that you're not good enough. Every successful person has went through this same process when they was right at the edge and they was about to give up. Because in the beginning, it looked like it was soaring. It looked like it was soaring. And then all of a sudden, there was a standstill. That's your waiting season. That is let God cook. Let him go get the people that he need to get. Let him go get the people that he need, not just anybody. See, he could have had you signed to just anybody. Like most people just signed to anybody, but you special to him. You came to him humbly. You asked him, this God, can I have this? These are the things that I want, God. These are the things that I want in my life. This is what my heart desire, Lord God. You said knock and the door shall open. Ask and I shall receive. And Lord God, I'm asking you. And he gave it to you. But since you came to him humbly, understanding that he is the creator of all and that he's going to get you there, then guess what? He's going to make sure that you are going to be successful. And the person he connect you to will always multiply you. It's going to constantly multiply. No matter what, when people come up against you, it's going to multiply even more. When everybody else around you that was way past you start failing at the wayside, falling at the wayside, guess what? He's going to make sure that you're constantly getting promoted. See, you was the last. Now you about to be the first. You was the last. That's right, MAGA man. You was the last. Now you about to be the first. Now everybody that's first is about to look up to you. Now look at little Glorilla. She was opening up for folks. Now she headlining. Do you understand? Just that fast. You had all these. Just that fast. She come in topping all type of stuff. That's what happened. That is a true definition of how the last will be first. That is the true definition of I'm going to multiply this. So don't give up. Stay the course. Stay the course. In this waiting season, it's going to look crazy. Listen, let me tell you something. It was told to me, God had already showed me that, back in 2023, that I'm going to feel a type of way. Do not feel a type of way because I'm going to see people get the same thing that I'm asking for. I'm going to see people that did not put in the work like I put in the work get the same thing that I'm asking for. Stay the course. I was not supposed to get envious. I was not supposed to get jealous. I was not supposed to complain. I was not. And listen, in the time when you asking God for something, you humble. You like, I ain't gonna do that. Yeah. But boy, when it happened, when I seen the people, not the people, some people. It's your journey for a reason. Yes. I'm like, okay, God. Now how? I know this person lied and cheated. And, I know these things. And here it is, I'm doing right. Why do I feel burned in the inside? I wanted to quit. I want to throw that computer off my desk. I'm trying to tell you. I wanted to just get mad because of the fact I'm passionate about what I do. I'm very humble. I don't go around acting like I'm better than anybody. Lord God, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Why is this person over here and then that same person is turning around trying to tell me what I need to do to get what I at? But what I knew I did not need to do. Hey, Nate, welcome back. What I knew I did not need to do. I did not need to be a Moses in that moment. See, remember when Moses came down, he struck that rock because he was frustrated. He didn't strike that rock because he was angry or he was jealous or he was envious. He was not. He didn't strike it for that reason. He struck it because he was frustrated. He was kind of like, what is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Because he's so passionate. Because remember, he got to see God's face, so he understand what's real. He was up there on the mountain. He understand what was real. And these fools still running around here. Wish I was a rich girl. Na 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 na. See, I am all. They still doing the. He like what? They still worship. What? What is you? I thought we left all that in Egypt. I thought we left that all the way on the other side of the sea. How did you get that in your purse? We were supposed to pack light. I can't sing, but I'm going to sing. And y'all got some stuff that was supposed to be left up. So he struck the rock. But guess what? It cost him everything. Think about that. That man risked his life. So, okay. So his mama sent him up the river because they was trying to kill all the boys. So the baby boys. So, okay, she sent him up the river. And the princess, pretty much, he got into the royal family, got him, raised him as her own, right? He living good. He got the best life. He put everything on the line for those people. For them people, which he called his people. But at the same time, were they his people? They were his people by blood. Not relation. I feel like I'm about to be a rapper. But listen, put everything on the line for them. Went against everything that he's ever known. For them. Just to get them over to the other side. And that man couldn't even cross. All because he believed in something that was bigger than him and nobody else believed. And he lost everything. Everything. All because he reacted. So I knew in those times, and that was like the thing for me, when I would watch everybody or the people that were doing the things that I asked God for me to do and to bless me. And I had to watch that without, and I had to make sure that I didn't get jealous or feel a type of way. I had to make sure that I didn't feel a type of way. I had to just sit back and let it happen because that's their story. My story is here. So let it be. Regardless of what you see, when you see people doing things or getting blessed, right? You see them getting blessed. You watch them get blessed every day and you sit back like, why? What good I just watched you take everything from this person to make yourself look good. Or to look like you have it. I just watched you. But that's their cross. That's the things that they have to bear. That's God in them. That's their story. Let them have it. Let them have it. You just focus on you. You do you. No matter what comes for you, this is your story, as we talked about yesterday. This is your story. This is your story. What are you going to create in this story? Is your story going to start off as once upon a time? I knew this person that they didn't believe what I believed and they was getting more blessed than I was. What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? What are you going to write in your story? That's what you have to focus on. And trust and believe your time is coming. And all the people that got what they got and you sitting back watching them. So you got to look at it like this. And I get frustrated with folks and they be like, well, they try and kill your joy and tell you, well, maybe it wasn't meant for you. You know the devil blesses you too. Shut up. Shut up. Just stop. The devil can't bless me with nothing. Let me tell you what the devil does. So you got God that blessed you with something, gave you some money. And you got the devil that sat and told you, you qualify for a PPP loan. And you went and signed it and you talking about God blessed me with this money. He didn't bless you with that because God don't bless you with things that's going to subtract and divide you. God bless you with things that's going to add to you and multiply. That, if you didn't have a business and you didn't have no business applying for, then that, my friend, that's what the blessing of a devil look like. That's foolishness. Because you have to pay it back and some. So they look at what some. I had this lady tell me, all they going to have to do is pay it back. Okay, they're going to have to pay it back. They didn't have it before then, so what make you think they're going to have it after that? Now they pay it back. Now, do you know you got to pay lawyer fees? You got to pay the court fees. You got to pay all this extra too. That's why I say, and some. You're going to pay that back in time, baby. So that's the part, okay? So write your story. Tell me what your story is going to be. No, don't tell me what your story is going to be. Because when you start letting people into your story, they attach themselves to your story and then they rewrite it. Like I wrote this book. You guys, make sure y'all go get it. I keep forgetting to promote this thing. It is Trinity Walk to Self-Love. It is on Amazon. It is on Amazon, Trinity Walk to Self-Love. So listen, I wrote this book, but I allow someone else to narrate it. Now go ahead and put it on Kindle. Get someone else to read it. They can read it in any tone that they want to read it in. Even though they reading it word from word of how I wrote it, it's the fact that their tone can change the whole narrative of the story. That's what happens when you allow people on a journey that you're on are in your life while you're on your healing journey. They're going to rewrite your story. You don't want that. We're not doing that. So listen, I wanted to put that out here today. I just want you guys to know today is the last day, and we're just coming up with that. It's nothing that was written in stone, so I don't want y'all to go Googling it. I don't want y'all to go doing all that, but that's what had came to me earlier. Today is the last day of, my old life. This is it. This is it. This is the last day of what I've known before, because tomorrow, I've been stepping in my purpose, but it's something about tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the day of the big reveal. Now, remember, I told you the baby is on its way down the canal. We're in labor. We're about to birth this thing, and it's coming. So remember, every day is a newer day of the newer version of you, of what you're about to birth. Because when you're in that moment of labor, you can sit in labor for about 2 days. I don't know anybody. I know some people that said they sat in labor longer than that, but I mean, ugh. But you're in labor. And just know when you're in labor, you have zero tolerance for nonsense. You have zero tolerance for chaos, for people, mess, drama, any of that. So that's what you have to remember. When you're in labor, you don't, all that extra stuff, you don't got time to argue, because the pain of what's about to come, what you feeling right now, what's coming right now, is so much bigger than the chaos of going back and forth. Thank you for the follow. It's so much bigger than that. We don't want that. No. When we're in the labor room, we can care less if our mama's in there. It's kind of like at that point when them contractions start hitting, we don't care who's there. Matter of fact, doctor, get it out of me. I don't care. If the father just ran to the bathroom and missed the whole pop out. No, I don't care. Who cares? Because we're focused on getting a thing. We're focused on a thing. And this is what we're focused on. Birthing. So in this season, we don't have time for that. So don't let anything attach to you. I want you to, from this point on, look at for the rest of your life, because for the rest of your life, you're going to constantly be birthing new things, better things. So just look at it for the rest of your life. What I want you to do is this. Look at it as if you're in birthing season. You don't want to be bothered with nobody. For the men, y'all don't know what birthing season is. So let me see if I can compare it to you. I don't know. Okay, man, if you were in the labor room, if you were in the labor and delivery room with your significant other or your child's mother, then compare it to that. Because I'm going to tell you, this is the time when I will agree with the men. Y'all be getting mistreated. Y'all get treated any kind of way. Y'all just want anything that she want, you want, because you sick of her and you looking at her in pain. And it's like, oh my God, I want this over. So imagine your life for the rest of the time just being in that. Get away from me. I got a mission. All the chaos is going to cause the irritation and the frustration. Get it away from you. Yes. So you guys, as always, as I say, if no one told you, I love you and I'm proud of you. I had to come on tonight and I want to deliver that message. Time is everything, but time is an illusion. Everything is in divine timing. So in this waiting season, appreciate what's in the waiting season. For the ones that's not understanding why it's not happening yet, listen, take advantage of this time, because when it happened, we talked about our rappers, and I only, like I said, I read and I listen to interviews, and even with another one with Glorilla, she said she don't have time to mess up because, like most artists, they learn from their mistakes because it happened like that. In the moment when she says she wanted to quit, she just like, look, I got to get another job because I'm running out of money and this and the third. I got to go back. I got to go find me a job, but that's going to look weird because it ain't happening. Boom. She picked up like that. She came in and she has been working nonstop ever since then. People talked about, people drug her through the mud. People, thought she fell off, thought like, oh, she was a one-hit wonder, this, that, and the other. Same thing with you guys. That's what they're going to say. When you in your waiting season, like, what is happening? Oh, she ain't got nothing to say. She ain't got nothing to this. She ain't got this, that, and the third. But then you going to pop out because it's going to happen so fast. You don't have to tell anybody. Don't get on there and say, hey, watch out because I'm going to be doing this and I'm going to be doing this. Or the first time that you get that contract for acting or that contract for modeling or whatever it is, don't get on Facebook and social media and show the contract and say, God, just keep on blessing me. No, shut up. You let them find out on their own. That's how you boss up. That's how. See, when we're ignorant, we don't know. It's a lot of things we don't know. You just pop out. Listen. Don't ever give yourself away. Let people be the ones to speak highly of you by your actions and you being true to who you are, your authenticity. So therefore, for me, I sit back. You'll never hear me saying, I. No, but you'll hear someone else saying, you know what? That one right there. Because I stood in my truth. When you met me, I got some people that I stood in my truth of get up out my face or we gonna fight, right? Type of attitude, because that's how they tried me back in those times. So that's what they were met with. So you got those people that's going to talk about the past me. And then you got some people that's going to talk about who I am, or the people that's going to talk about, hey, I've been knowing her since such and such. That's always been her type of heart. But don't play with her, don't play with her, don't play with her. Don't play with her, don't play with her, don't play with her. But it's okay. I had a guy that was, looked at my patio one time because I overextended my patio, right? I wanted it a huge patio. He's like, you can have a party out there. No, let me teach you something. You don't have parties at your house. No, you never bring people to where you lay your head at and where your peace lay. You have gatherings. You can have your family gatherings, meaning that these people are the closest people to you. Thank you for the follow. That therefore you don't have to worry about walking around your house, not protecting your stuff, but protecting your peace. Because boy, a joker will come and steal your peace. That ninja will walk right out your house with your peace. Everybody else want the TVs, not him, not them. They want the peace. No. That's when you have get-togethers that mean that are small gatherings that mean that you allowing small people that you can trust in your space. But parties, can't have a party at my house. I'm not having a party. I can't. Because a party means that you bring a 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 +, it turns into a thing. And guess what? I can't track. I can't track your 1 +. I can't read your 1 + because I'm over here trying to entertain this person over here. I need to read your spirit. I need to see what kind of spirit coming over here. Because what you're going to try and do is leave that spirit on my patio or on my property or in my home. And then I got to wake up fighting, bobbing and weaving with the spirit because the spirit is telling me, it's my house, punk. No! Not doing it. Not doing it. No parties. Y'all, I'm telling you right now, all y'all, maybe it was a reason for me to say this. Maybe you guys were starting to have a party. I was thinking about it. Don't do it. Rent a hall. Don't mess up your spot. Now, I understand y'all got some fancy houses. I understand that. Y'all got some real fancy houses. I can't afford it. But guess what? Y'all got them, and y'all know y'all want people to come by because you buy these things. You want to share these things. These are things that you want to have, and that's cool. That's real cool. But just remember what comes with that. I don't care if you got an apartment. I don't care if you got a box. Guess what? That cardboard box can fit you. And if your kids, you got something that fit just y'all. That's it. The family gathering, they don't mind sitting outside the cardboard box and hanging out with you. They don't mind. Listen, at the family gathering, they don't care because these are the people that's close to you that you love and they love you, that y'all sitting on milk crates. I don't know if y'all know about milk crates because, you know, y'all fancy now. This generation fancy now, but I remember milk crates. It's not that my mom's house or anybody's house was furnished with it. It's just that milk crates were everywhere. Milk crates was everywhere. They were everything. They were the basketball hoops. They were, I don't know, part of the hopscotch, that basketball. The doggone milk crates was everything to us. Those were the coolest things. Man, you sit that thing around the Sega, Nintendo, and you sit it around and y'all could just play. And oh, when you get a little bit older, it gets hurting. So therefore, boom, you put a towel down. Hey, it was the perfect thing for that box fan that y'all had sitting right there. Don't act like y'all know. Well, y'all probably don't know because y'all jokers was born like in the 90s, I guess. You got to be in the 80s and back to understand what the milk crate is and how important it is. You know, if I was to bring a milk crate up in this house right now, my kids would look at me like, Mom, what is this? What are we supposed to be doing? Well, that's going to be your chair in your room. So you ain't got to sit on your bed. You know, they fancy now. So what I'm trying to say is you got those in your house. So it doesn't matter if you don't have furniture. It doesn't matter what you have. Those people that are close to you that you love, they're not going to care about that type of stuff. They're going to come in and they're going to hang out with you. But for the ones that's been talking about having a party, you don't have a party at your home. You're on a healing journey. You can't have a party at your home anymore. You can have a get-together, small gathering, meaning these are close people that you trust because it's energy. That energy coming into your home. Now, if you want to have a party and have all that different energy around you and you're trying to heal, then you do that. I can't tell you what to do. So, I'm going to try and close this thing up one more time. If no one told you today, I'm telling you right now, I love you and I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you. I want you guys to keep going on this journey. Keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. Keep hope alive. Hold on, let me look. I know, y'all. They talked about me one time, about me getting out the chair and I was still the same height, sitting and standing. But listen, I want you guys to stay positive, stay focused. I love you. Remember to pour into yourself and pour into others. If you have not got your Trinity Walk to Self-Love book, do so. Because we are going to do a Zoom. The link is in my bio. Thank you, Michelle. And also, you guys, I don't know what's going to happen with this TikTok. I did put my YouTube link here in the bio of this live. Thank you so much, Keisha. Yes, she got the journal. Thank you so much. And it's in my bio as well. Go ahead and subscribe. I don't have much put on there yet because I'm still in the process of uploading videos, editing them, taking the lives from here, editing them, and putting them over there. So you guys subscribe because I think 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and then I can go live over there if anything ever happened to TikTok. But you know, whatever. So I love you guys. Pour into yourself, then pour into others. Remember who you are. Stand in your purpose. Stand in your power. Remember tomorrow. Remember we're in labor. That baby is coming. It's coming. Whatever you've been asking God for, it's coming. It is coming. So get ready, you guys. Get ready because you're about to be in labor and delivery. Coach Nye out. Bye.